over and over, and almost like business partners, even though you're not working together, you're actually feeding each other work, and it's really great.
So I have a close friend who is in Master Networks, and her husband became ill and she had to take some time away. And the beauty of having the network is that through the network, she was able to take time off to care for her husband while she could still work from home because there were people out there who were supporting her. And she and I were talking about that one day, and I said, this is the power. This is the power of the network, so that when you have a tough time, you've got your family, got your network there to support you. And that's what it's all about.
The team at Master Networks, my chapter, we're like family. And I know that when one of these people are out and somebody asks them, do you know a plumber? They're going to say, yeah, I know a plumber and I know a good plumber. And that's the benefit of it.
Our meetings are 1 hour only. We start on time and we end on time. There's no food involved, so there's no disturbing with servers coming in and filling up iced tea glasses. It's not loud. It's not distracting. We are focused for 1 hour. And I like to say it's our power hour to focus on ourselves and our business. We can plan our day and it doesn't take half a day to network.
So one of the other things that's really great about the Master Networks agenda is we have a 5-week rotating agenda. And if you just do one type of meeting, you may be missing 2/3 of your potential members or audience. And so we've identified why people join networking groups and what they're looking for. And we tailor make each meeting to meet and exceed those needs.
Look, this is not just a meeting for a handoff of referrals and to announce your ROI. There's actually training tidbits. We start off our chapters by introducing people, and then we introduce our guests, and then we announce new members, and then we go into our training tidbits. And the training tidbits that Chaz Wilson and Dave Jenks do are fantastic. And it's neat because they're actually presented there on the board. They've got the audio, so you can hear Chaz and Dave tell you their training tidbit, and then we talk about it.
Most people specialize. Even though they can operate within a whole industry, they have niches where they're really, really good, and we want them to focus on those. We have a basic belief that you're one relationship away from changing your future. So the focus is to create legitimate seats at the table for as many people as possible. In traditional networking, you may have in the insurance field, for example, one person representing the insurance industry. And what tends to happen is that person, because they've never been taught how to network, they stop actually networking and they just kind of sit back and become an order taker. So in Master Networks, we divide an industry into verticals. So we would have one person in a chapter that would represent life insurance, one that would represent health insurance, one that would represent commercial. When they have that vertical, they're only going to stand up and talk about whether it's life, health, commercial, or personal lines.
When we launched Master Networks, it was super important to us that we looked at a way to reward our members for benefiting and growing their own network. And so we created the affiliate reward program. And here's simply what it is. It's a way for you to earn a reward every time you grow your network. What it looks like is this. Every time you sponsor a new member into Master Networks will send you $10 a month, every single month that you're an active member and they're an active member. And there's no limit to the number of people you can sponsor or the amount of dollars you can earn.
So we have a really great platform, education platform that we call Master Networks University. It is a collection of videos that we have put together that all of our members can access and find out more information about what they're looking for. So whether that's about chapter meetings or certain topics, they can go on and pull up any video that fits their needs. I recently created some videos for chapter presidents that help give them tips and tricks on how to run a successful chapter meeting.
I'm growing really fast, and I know now how to go through the sales process. I know now what to do. I know how to track my numbers, and I didn't know any of that before.
When we say we deliver world-class training, that is not just a statement that goes on a wall or in a book or in a brochure. That's something we believe in and we follow through with.
Education through events is a big part of what we do. And so we do local business training events, regional events where we bring people from the whole region together, and our national event called Connect.
Let's talk about Connect. Connect is an experience that when you walk in, there's people there from around the country that come in that learn how to grow their business. We've got amazing speakers and teachers and instructors and people that want to share their knowledge and what it's done for them.
Is it okay if I teach? Because the reality is I'm not really a speaker, I'm a teacher. And I will do my best to share with you, but I really like to come to events and learn something that I feel like I can implement right away.
You know, when I was in the real estate industry years ago, 2007, 2008, 2009, it was a tough economy. And the one thing that helped me through that to the best that I could was the size of my network, the ability to reach and lean and reach out to the people that were in my network. And listen, those times will come again. I don't know when, but they will come again. And that is not the time to go build your network. Now is the time to build your network. And so you might be sitting there thinking, am I the right fit for Master Networks? Is Master Networks the right fit for me? I want to assure you that you're in the right place at the right time. And I want to invite you to join us and join with a group of people like you, or you might be a new business and you could add a ton of energy to this group. You might be an experienced business that could add a tremendous amount of wisdom to those who are just launching and starting. And the value of support in a tribe like this is extremely important and critical in the venture of every business. So I want to invite you to join us today.
All right, so that's just kind of an overview how Master Networks started, just the different things that we have and that we offer. And so what I wanted to do now is move into our why statement. This is our why statement, why we do what we do. So I'm going to play this really quick. This is just different members from across the United States reading our why statement. Oh, I lost my mouse. There we go.
Master Networks' mission is to lead a movement of learning-based, service-oriented entrepreneurs and business leaders.
Our commitment is to educate, equip, and empower our members
so that they are inspired
to create and design a legacy beyond the business.
So this is our why statement. We will start every meeting, either someone reading the why statement or you can play the video, but we will always go over our why statement every week. And then off to the right, you can see we have our core values. As you saw in the video, relationships first and foremost. I don't know if any of you have ever networked before. There are a lot of networking groups out there where every week it's the same meeting, you talk about the same things. You don't really get to know the people there. It's all about what referral can you pass to me? What referral can I pass to you? That type of thing. And those referrals will come. But with Master Networks, we really focus on building relationships with those people within your chapter, within your region, and within the United States. There's so many members across the United States that you can reach out to and get in contact with. So we build those relationships first and foremost. And then second is improvement. As you can see in our why statement, learning based, and as it says towards the bottom, educate and equip. So we're always improving ourselves. We're helping each other improve, which then leads to contribution. We're all contributing to each other, whether that's in their business or helping them. Maybe they have like a hard decision to make in business. We can all contribute and help each other. And as it says, service oriented, we're serving each other, we're serving in our communities, we're doing different things to help contribute to other people. And then accountability. I think sometimes accountability can come across as like a bad thing, you know, I'm going to hold you accountable to what you said type of thing, but it's more, we're all in this together, we're in this chapter together. And so we want to hold each other accountable, that we make sure that we're coming to our meetings. If we can't come to the meeting, we find a sub. And a sub can be anybody. It can be a business partner, a secretary, a spouse, a neighbor, someone who knows something about your business. But we want to make sure that we're holding each other accountable. We're checking in with each other. As the video said, he missed 3 weeks. No one checked in. No one held him accountable. They just said, okay, you're out. You haven't shown up. So that accountability is reaching out to those in our chapter and checking in on them. Hey, we haven't seen you in 2 weeks. Are you okay? Oh, you're out of town. Okay, awesome. Thanks for letting us know, type of thing. And then with that come results. You get, you know, as I said, the results of relationships, but then you get those referrals, you get that ROI, and those types of things come as we move down to those core values. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to stop share so we can see each other, because I love to see everybody's faces. And what we're going to do is we're going to go around and introduce ourselves. And we're going to take 30 to 60 seconds and just introduce who we are, give your name, your business name, or what type of industry you're in, and a tagline if you have it. If you don't have a tagline, that's totally fine. I was in a chapter meeting a few weeks ago, and there was a business that was a chiropractor, and they had a massage therapist in their office. And their tagline was, if you have issues with your tissues, we've got your back, which I thought was like so clever. I loved it. But if you don't have a tagline, that's totally fine. But we're going to go around and introduce ourselves. And so what a soundbite would sound like is, I'm Kristen Walton. I'm a success coach with Master Networks, and I help grow chapters all across the United States. So if you know anyone in your industry anywhere in the United States that's looking to grow a chapter or join a chapter, you can have them reach out to me. So it's as simple as that type of thing. And then we all put our contact information in the chat so we can all reach out to each other if we need to reach out to each other. So I'm going to have Elizabeth start. Elizabeth has been a member for a few months now. She's trying to find a San Diego chapter to join. And so I thought this would be a great one for her to sit in on and see if it's a good fit for her. So I'll let Elizabeth go first because she's done her soundbite before and she kind of knows what it entails. And then I'll have Tracy go.
I'm just like, oh my gosh, I hope I do really great now. Like, now I'm trying to remember my
No
soundbite.
pressure, no pressure.
Good morning. My name is Elizabeth Logans. I'm a mobile notary public in sunny San Diego. I've been a notary for about 9 years now, and I focus on loan transactions, real estate transactions. And I offer, I feel like I mess this up every time. It's so weird. I don't know why. But I think I keep on trying to change it. Anyway, sorry guys. Don't follow my example, follow Kristen's. Yeah, so I don't have a tagline just yet.
You're good. And that's the one thing that I love about Master Networks is it's a no judgment zone. This is where we practice those sound bites. So when we are around people and we need to give that 30-second sound bite, we've done it every week in the chapter meetings. But it's also great because other members of the chapter can say, hey, I like when you say that. It's catchy, it's good. Or, hey, that's too long. You're going into the weeds too much. Just get, so that's the great thing with these sound bites. So they never have to be perfect. So, all right, we'll go Tracy and then Ben.
Elizabeth, a tagline, I put my stamp on things.
Okay. I like that
idea. So thank you so much for being here. I love seeing all your faces. My name is Tracy Schmidt. I'm a mortgage loan officer with Supreme Lending in San Diego. I'm licensed throughout California and multiple other states. And my perfect referral and client are families that are looking to purchase or refinance a home. I love to educate first-time home buyers and also provide education and things like this to business owners. It's a passion of mine to help people build and grow their business. I don't get paid for it. It's just something that I love to do and I'm inspired to do. So thank you so much for all of you to be here. And don't forget to put your info in the chat after you go. Thanks.
Hey, Kristen, this is Ben. You want me to go now?
Yeah, go ahead. We'll go Ben and then Jeff.
Okay, so my name is Ben Schulte. I'm a financial advisor in Oceanside. And my tagline is, what keeps you up at night? And because that's generally like the first question I always ask people when I meet them to talk about financial advising is what their concern is. And I'm frequently surprised by what their concern is. So I'm glad I asked that question first. My practice is mostly families and medium to small businesses. I have a lot of military in my practice just because I'm near Camp Pendleton and I'm a former Army veteran. So I do a lot of pro bono work for veterans, helping them navigate the VA disability system and understanding what benefits California offers their veterans.
Okay, I'm Jeff Zimmerman. I'm a videographer and photographer in Carlsbad, so close to you over here in Oceanside. I make a lot of business profile videos. I do a lot of live events, weddings, documentary productions, that kind of thing. I've also done a lot of real estate videos, which are either home walkthroughs or like an agent profile style video.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, we'll go. Is it Gerardo? And then Tamar.
Good morning, all. My name is Gerardo. Everybody calls me G, so you can call me G if you want. Last name is Ponce. I'm a jeweler, so I specialize in 14 karat gold, filled to solid, and I'm all around the markets in the city of San Diego. I live in Mission Beach. You know, I've never thought about a tagline, but I always tell people when they ask me, why don't you sell silver? It's because they don't give out silver for first place. So something along those lines. And yeah, so I guess that would be a tagline, and then really just trying to figure out like where to go from here, I guess. And get some talk to like-minded people, kind of like at the cap of what I can do on my own in that sense, you know. So I know I need to figure out and talk to people who kind of looking to do the same thing. So pretty excited to meet all y'all, and yeah, I'll drop my stuff in the chat.
Okay, can everyone hear me?
We can hear you, yay.
Okay, great. I'm so glad everyone can hear me now. Okay, good morning. My name is Tamar. I'm the owner of Glow by Tamar in San Diego. I'm a medical esthetician, which is an esthetician with a medical background. I specialize in full body waxing, post-waxing treatments, skin lightening. I do have a tagline, and it is "You deserve to glow," and that's genuinely just because I love what I do. I love making people feel beautiful. And yeah, I just kind of started out. I just opened up shop, but so far so good. I have a lot of people and a lot of resources that I know within like my family and things like that, but I really do want to open out to just kind of other people and the city, because I've only been here for a few years. And yeah, I'm really excited to meet you all today, and I'm excited for everyone.
Awesome, thank you. All right, we will go to Lynette, Samuel, and then it says Westport. So we'll go Lynette, Samuel, and Westport.
It's Kim.
Kim. Okay, we'll go Lynette, Samuel, Kim.
Hi, thank you, Tracy, for organizing this group. I'm Lynette Jayswell with Homes by Lynette and EXP, and I am a luxury real estate agent serving mostly North County coastal, so Del Mar, Carmel Valley, Solana Beach, Carlsbad, Encinitas, Cardiff. I do go all over the county. I've gone as far as Chula Vista even, but you know, what I'm really familiar with is the San Diego, North County coastal areas, having grown up here in San Diego all of my life. So I'm one of the few rare breeds that was born and raised in San Diego and has stayed. My tagline, so I help people build wealth through real estate. And so my tagline is I help people buy and sell real estate with confidence. So.
Awesome. I've made videos for Dave O'Leary with EXP. I'm not sure, you know, how big or small the business is. I'm sure there's a lot of them.
Don't know the name, but I will look him up and see who he is.
Another San Diego person.
But I might need you in the very near future.
I want to second that we might need you, Jeff. Hello, everyone. My name is Samuel Briseño. I'm marketing manager and admin assistant at Breaking Through San Diego Physical Therapy. That is a mouthful, but we are a physical therapy clinic here in Oceanside. I'm currently in San Diego, but I work remote. And our tagline is feel better, live better, maximize your life. So we're all about treating chronic pain and alleviating people's pain so that they can move and feel better throughout their life. What I do is I specifically focus on our social media and marketing campaigns to try to get.
I don't have a tagline. I don't know where.
What's that?
Sorry, go ahead.
I lost my train of thought. But yeah, basically, I just focus on our campaigns and try to get more clients into our clinic and more aware about our services. So if anybody has any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer anything.
So Sam, do you like kind of freelance the marketing work to other businesses, or are you promoting your business, or both?
I'm mainly promoting Dr. Osodia's business. I'm here representing him. But I've done freelance marketing since I was in college. So I'm open to, because I'm doing it part-time, so I'm definitely open to any projects. So getting my foot in the door that way as well.
All right, Westport, Kim, you're up. Unmute.
There we go. Okay, my name is Kim Pleakin, and I'm the owner and manager of Santera Properties. We do real estate and management, so I'm here as a property manager. And our office is in Tierra Santa, very central. So we have management from Oceanside to Chula Vista. And we do single family condos, apartment buildings, pretty much everything except commercial, and we don't do HOAs. And so we're probably 95% of our new business is referrals. We manage about 500 properties, and we have a really great team, and we're looking for more business to just help your clients out. So if you have friends or clients who need their property managed, that's what we do. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. And if you haven't put your information, put it into the chat so that everybody can get a hold of you if they need to reach out to you. So every week you will do that soundbite and introduction. As the chapter gets a little bigger, we will then set a timer, and you will have those 30 seconds to do that. We have some chapters that have 70 plus members in them. And so they do have to kind of stick to that 30 seconds so that we can get through that whole meeting. But as we're learning, you'll get a little extra time so that you can kind of solidify what your soundbite is as you go. And then as the chapter gets bigger, we will then turn on this 30-second clock. So,
and Kristen, I just wanted to add for for you guys to think about too in the coming weeks, is have something really specific that you're like looking for too, like maybe for that week, right? So if you're looking for I don't know, someone with chronic pain in their back, right? Or like something that you could say that will trigger us, that when we're out this weekend or we hear someone saying that specific thing, we really think of you. So that's just going to be really helpful when you're introducing your businesses as well. Like if you meet someone really hairy and you're like, you got to go see Tamar and get waxed, right? So
I love it. No, for sure. Yeah, give us specifics each week, and it'll change from week to week. So, but if you can give us specifics, then that helps a lot too. We watched that video, so it kind of went over what the benefits of master networks are. So I'm just going to kind of go over these a little quicker, but we do have weekly meetings. We start on time and end on time. Everybody's time is important. I don't know if you guys have ever been to a meeting. You have travel time there, you have travel time home, people show up late, and so it starts late. Right now, where it's on Zoom, it's kind of nice because it's convenient, but we will start on time and we will end on time. And so, and then we have those rotating agendas. Like they said in the video, each week is something different. We will have a little bit of education each week. Once this chapter reaches 15 members and you become an official chapter, then we'll start adding in showcase weeks, where twice a month, a member will get 10 to 12 minutes to do a PowerPoint, dive a little deeper into who they are, tell us about your family, your pets, your hobbies, things like that, but then dive a little deeper into what like what your business does, what you offer to people and things like that. So we have a lot of those different rotating agendas. So each week we'll have a specific format, but it'll be different each week, what we're talking about and what we're learning. And then as they talked about, we have exclusivity. So what that means is when you take a seat in this chapter, know that nobody else can come in and compete for referrals in that same industry. As they said, we do have those industry splits. So for instance, I'm actually located in Utah, And we have a chapter here, and we have 4 insurance agents in our chapter, but they all specialize in something different. So we have Medicare, we have personal P&C, we have commercial P&C, and we have life insurance. And so they all specialize in something different. They're all great referral and synergy partners, but they all do sit in an insurance seat. But like I said, they specialize in something different. We do have some chapters that have multiple real estate agents because one will specialize just in residential. One will specialize in farm and ranch or commercial or just rental properties type of thing. So you will have people that will join that specialize in certain specific things. But we do have that exclusivity. And then we have training and development. Every week we will have a little training tidbit and we'll have a group discussion. That's where it becomes very interactive. And then we have our own Master Networks University, as I talked about in the video. We have things on marketing and things on how to promote your business and different trainings like that that you get access to as a member. And so it is world-class training that we have in there. And so with that, we're going to go to a training tidbit. And then I want you to be ready to discuss, maybe see something that jumps out to you, maybe an aha moment. Maybe it's something you're dealing with at the moment, and it would be a great discussion. So I'm going to play the training tidbit and then just be prepared to discuss when it's done.
Team building. Again, for most of you, this is where you're stuck. It does not take money to hire people. Wait, what? Wait, what? How do you pay them? Well, that's a different problem. No, but hear what I said. What does it take to hire people? It takes courage. Just think about that. Some of you are stuck in fear to hire people. How do I pay them? What do I do? How do I hire? What do I say? What are they going to do? Guys, you cannot mess this up more than I have. Some of my team hadn't even heard this story. I felt like I'd told it so many times, like, I've never heard that. My first executive assistant admin person I hired, she was great. And I was in a networking group like this. And there was a person that did gift baskets. And she says, you know, in 3 weeks, it's Administrative Professionals Day. I was like, I didn't know a holiday existed called that. She said, I've got a gift basket already ready. I'll have it delivered on Administrative Professionals Day. You'll be all set. You'll look like a champ. I'm like, let's do it. A couple weeks go by. I wake up one day and I'm like, I don't know what to tell her to do today. My whole job is now turned into what to tell her to do every day because I don't have good systems and I don't have a database and I don't have any of this stuff. So I walk in, I say, I'm sorry, it's not you, it's me. We're gonna have to end this relationship. And she starts crying and she's packing up her stuff and I feel horrible. And then there's a knock at the door. I got your gift basket. It's Administrative Professionals Day. I'm like, oh my gosh, you can't make this up. I just fired her on Administrative Professionals Day. By the way, here's a nice parting gift on your way out. You can't mess it up more than I have. But I will tell you, when people ask, how have you got where you are? It's because of people.
All right, so that's just a sample of the different types of things that we will be doing as training tidbits each week. Each month is pre-put together. Master Networks does all of it. They put the PowerPoint together. They do all the facilitator notes. All of that is done for you. So whoever's running the meeting just has to go in and download the PowerPoint and that type of stuff. Each month we have a different topic that we will focus on. And so the training tidbit for each month will have kind of a topic. And so these are things that we can discuss. I love that it says it takes courage to hire. The thing that stuck out to me the most is if you look at on the left-hand side, where there are different things that we say to ourselves. No one can provide my service or product like me. The quality of my service and products will go down. What if I hire? What if I invest? What if? That's the thing that stuck out to me is we always ask ourselves those negative what if questions. But what if we changed and said, what if I hire someone and it's amazing? What if I hire someone and they help me open a second storefront or a second office, or they help me where now I'm moving them in as a partner and I'm hiring another person to help and do what they did because the business has grown so much. And so I think we all get in our own way. And And so that was what stuck out to me first is I think we all do that. What if, what if, what if? And why don't we change it from a negative what if to a positive what if? So that's kind of what stuck out to me. So we're going to take like 5 minutes, open floor, whoever wants to give their 2 cents or an aha moment or a thought that they may have had that kind of stood out to them. Now is the time. So the floor is yours.
I'll open up. It's really like it's kind of like the nail on the head as far as it goes for me, because that's kind of where that's the dilemma I'm in, right? For me personally, I've met the cap of what a person can produce as far as the revenue goes, only because there are things that I don't do that I do that I don't have to do that I could, give off to somebody else so that I could focus on the things that would bring a little more income in or revenue. But so I know, like when he says it takes courage, it really does, because I got to overcome a lot of those things. And I've hired a few people, and things like the service, the quality of it, like that's always in the back of my mind, especially at the markets with people interacting and stuff. So I think it's just, for me, the one bad taste of it that I did have, like just overcoming it and maybe giving it a go again. So it was just good to hear again and reinforce it, I guess.
That's awesome, Jay. I mean, I'll add in a positive way where I actually luckily was able to overcome the fear and was able to hire a marketing person specifically for me and my business and not rely on corporate marketing. And it was a struggle, and it required me to make less money. But at the end of the day, taking the marketing responsibilities off of myself and putting it on someone where that's what they specialize in, it's grown my business tremendously. So, making that little bit of investment has rewarded me with a return on investment tenfold. So I think if you're a business, one of the biggest things you need to do is marketing. And that's like really kind of one of the first places to look. And honestly, I found him on Indeed. I ran an ad. He's part-time. I don't have to pay benefits. And it's someone that is a master at marketing that, may be working part-time somewhere else that you can have, help you with a lot of things that you're looking to do to build and grow your business. So that's a positive.
So for me, so I've been kind of running the show by myself for a while now. I'm a fairly newer agent, but I have a little bit of a control issue because I'm very detailed, and I used to be an admin project manager. So paying attention to every little single detail. So letting go of that is really hard for me. But I finally hired a TC, and I'm thinking to myself, gosh, why didn't I do that? When I first started, like that would have relieved a lot of stress. But anyways, I hired a TC. I'm getting ready to hire, I actually have a 23-year-old daughter also, so she's going to be joining me as an admin / marketing person. And then I'm actually going to, I'm putting out an ad to hire an admin. So scared to death about being on the hook for paying these people, but I know I have to do it to grow.
No, I love that. And I think that's all of our problem is the control, like not being able to control and knowing like, okay, someone else out there is like, they're representing myself and the product that I'm serving. So I want to make sure that it's good. And so I think that that's exactly it, is that control. So great thoughts and comments. We actually have Chaz Wilson, who is the founder and CEO of Master Networks. He just joined us. Chaz, we just were getting done with our training tidbit. So I just wanted to open it up to you if you wanted to share anything or say anything.
Awesome. I don't know. I didn't want to interrupt. I heard Tracy was getting ready to launch a chapter, my friend Tracy. So I wanted to come support and see if there's anything I could add to it. Looks like a great group of people. So no, I don't want to take away from the vibe of the meeting and what you guys got going. I was just launching another group, and we got done, and I saw a message that Tracy's launching her group. So I wanted to hop in. So thanks for letting me join.
Yeah,
Thanks for being here. It's amazing. I was hoping that we would have a little surprise guest, but thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
This is awesome. San Diego, let's do this.
For sure. No, great group today. Okay, so moving on. So we just did our training tidbit. And like I said, these are the type of training tidbits you'll have every week. And there are, each month is specific topics and they kind of flow together. And so each week it's put together that way. And as I said, we have our own Master Networks University. So all members have access to that. As you can see, there's chapter training, personal development, motivation, different things like that you get access to when you become a member, and all past training tidbits are in here. And so you can go in and look back at those. Sometimes we think, months down the road, we're like, oh, there was a training tidbit about that, and I forget what they said. And so it's always helpful to be able to go back in and to look at those things. And so moving on to membership options. So you're probably sitting there thinking, okay, I want to be the real estate agent, or I want to be the financial planner in this chapter. What do I need to do to get in? So our membership options, we are month to month. We do not believe in long-term contracts. We want you to feel comfortable in this chapter and to be able to join. If you need to take maybe a medical leave, we do that type of thing. So it is just a month-to-month membership. The only stipulation with that is if you do pay for the year in full, you're in for a year, but you get a $100 discount on your membership when you sign up for that annual membership. And so how to join? Tracy can send an affiliate link out to you. Tracy, you have that affiliate link, right?
I do, yeah.
Okay. If you want to, you can put it in the chat as well. But she can send you an affiliate link, or if you want to do it right now, you can go to masternetworks.com, click on Join Master Networks, and this is what the sign up looks like. So you'll put your name, your phone number, email. The region right now is called Community Market Leaders Region. Then you'll pick your category. And then the chapter right now, we're still forming that in here. So right now you'll just put Friends of Master Networks. And then as this chapter forms, I will go in and create that chapter for you and put that in there. The sponsor name will be Tracy. If you sign up through the website, you can then put her name in there. If you go through her affiliate link, her name will appear right there in the sponsor. It is
can I just add something, Kristen?
Yeah, absolutely.
So when you guys join, and for example, like you can use my affiliate link, but when you join, you'll have your own affiliate link, and that's what you'll be sending to the people like that and within your network that you want to try and have come and build and grow their business as well within our network. So I just wanted to let you know that, because there isn't any like major advantage to use my affiliate link, right? It's just that I'm already a part of Master Networks, and that's why we're providing my link to you so you can just sign up easier.
Yeah.
It also, sorry to jump in, it also helps know, since we have hundreds of people joining every month, it also helps, more importantly, know, Tracy, that they're part of the same chapter with you. That's the real key.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, like I said, there is a one-time $200 application fee, and then it is $49.95 a month. We do have, like I said, if you do want to pay for the year in full, you get a $100 discount on that. So it is $499.50 for the year. We do have a 45-day game plan. So here's what that looks like. The day you join, you have 45 days from that point to watch the new member orientation videos that are in the Master Networks University. I think it's a total of 1 hour of videos. There are some that are, a minute and a half, some that are 5 minutes. I think the longest video is 19 minutes. But if you take, 20 minutes for 3 or 4 days, you can get through those new member orientation videos, and they're great. They walk you through a lot of different things in our hub, which is our database, and different ways that you can navigate through there. And then if you sponsor 3 members into Master Networks, and it doesn't have to be just your local chapter, it can be anywhere in the United States. So maybe you have a brother that's a real estate agent in New York, and he wants to join a chapter there. You can sponsor him into a chapter. So it doesn't have to be in your local chapter, it can be anywhere in the United States. And if you sponsor 3 members into Master Networks, then we will refund you through an e-wallet the $200 application fee. And so it's a great way for you to earn that application fee back. This is just an industry spheres chart. I will email this out to everybody that I have emails for, but these are the different types of people that we're looking for. So maybe look outside of your industry sphere and see who can be a great synergy or referral partner for you that we can invite to join this chapter. So like I said, I'll send this out to everybody after the meeting today, if I have your email address. And then one thing that they talked about in the video is the affiliate rewards program. And this kind of goes with your sponsor, with your affiliate link that we were talking about. So for every member that you sponsor into Master Networks, as long as you're a member and they're a member, we will give you $10 each month for each member that you sponsor. So if we do the quick math, it's $49.95 a month for your membership. If you sponsor 5 people into Master Networks, you're networking for free. So every month you receive $50 because 10 for each person that you've sponsored. So you network for free. There's no limit to the number of members that you can sponsor. And so there are some members of Master Networks, and Chaz, you can chime in on this because I don't know the exact number, but we have members that are networking for free and then making a few $100s each month in affiliate rewards. And I was going to ask you, how much have we paid out in affiliate rewards today?
We're just about to cross the $3 million threshold. So what's really cool about it is you guys are at the beginning of a group that's launching. And so, you know, as you join, you're going to be helping to invite people. And so those people will be coming in. And again, when we started this with Master Networks 11 years ago, it was never the intent that like, that's why people join, of course, but it was our way of saying thank you for you growing your own chapter and helping you grow your own network. And like I said, I think we had this last year, the highest earner was just shy of $4,000 for the year. I mean, again, it was never intended to be like an income that you could live on, but to be networking and growing your business and receive money for it or have your membership sponsored completely is the goal. So just don't discount it. I know it's not why people join. It never really is, but it's our way of saying thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that I love is there are some people who maybe their business pays for their membership to Master Networks and they can't collect their affiliate rewards. So all of unclaimed affiliate rewards do not get absorbed back into the company. They go into a separate account and they're donated to a charity. And the charity is Operation Underground Railroad, or OUR, that deals with human trafficking here in the United States and in other countries all across the world. So just know that those unclaimed affiliate rewards do get donated to charity. So that's one thing that I love. And then here are just some benefits real quick of Master Networks, like we talked about, just an overview. High energy, 1-hour weekly meetings. We have those rotating agendas. So like I said, there's structure to our meetings, but every week there will be a different type of agenda. We have those exclusive categories. If you have a seat and you're a member in this chapter and there's another chapter that you want to go visit that does not have your seat taken, you are free to sit in on their chapter calls and promote your business there. You're able to visit chapters all across the country that are on Zoom. And if your seat is taken in their chapter, then you can just go and visit and maybe promote your chapter and say that you're growing this chapter here in San Diego. But it's a great way to meet other members and to network with other people all across the country. As it says, deliver world-class training, the affiliate rewards program, we go beyond the business, and then referrals are a benefit to membership. So this is usually the time in our chapter meetings where we take a quick 20 seconds to do a testimonial, referral, a shout out to somebody, but I wanted to open it up for Q&A. I'm here, Tracy's here. We're lucky enough to have Chaz here as well. And Chaz, I was going to tell you, Elizabeth is a member already. She's in my screen, she's up in the corner, but she is a member.
There you are.
And so she's looking to join possibly this chapter. She's in San Diego. She's a mobile notary. And so she's been a great member. So I invited her to join in this chapter call and see if it was a good fit for her. But anyway, I'll open it up. We have about 7 minutes. Like I said, we end on time, start on time and end on time. So I will open it up to Q&A. If anyone has any questions, comments, thoughts, the floor is yours.
You guys, this is your time to drill Chaz.
I just want to say thank you so much, Tracy, for including me in this. I really appreciate it. And Chaz, I'm so glad that I got to meet you in Texas. So when Tracy approached me, I had no doubt. I'm like, okay, I know Chaz, Tracy, we're good. So
Awesome.
Super excited about the opportunity and hopefully to build the group and make it the best group.
That's great. Thank you for that.
Hey Chaz, because we're kind of newer, I was hoping you could like kind of inspire everyone like you do with us on Wednesdays of how they can get, you know, people that they know, business owners, to join the chapter or the network, and like what would they say, right? How do they kind of approach someone where they may be a little bit hesitant?
It's awesome. Can I do a little context before that, or a little backstory to that before I jump to that?
Please.
I was just in a training call with a bunch of business owners around the country, and you guys, we have thousands of members of Master Networks in over 26 states. I just want you to just understand something. You know this probably better than I do, but you know, the power of building a network is the key to long-term success in business. The reason a lot of people don't do it is because traditional ways of networking is broken, and so they see it like speed dating or other things, and so they just don't do it. But what we've understood is that it insulates your business. It allows you to grow. It allows you to support others. And I just tell you that 11 years of doing this, I think we're in a place where business feels good right now for a lot of people, but the economy is going to shift. And you having a network now, it's like, I always joke, it's like going out and getting a line of credit on your business. 11 years ago, when I started Master Networks, like we didn't have much of anything. And so I went to the bank to get a line of credit. And I'll never forget, it was like a good friend of mine who's the banker. He's like, Chaz, I'm sorry, we can't loan you money. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, you don't have any money. I'm like, that's why I'm here. I don't understand. He's like, well, you kind of have to have some money before we can lend you some money as a line of credit on your business. I'm like, hey, this doesn't make sense to me. And the reality is, like, you don't go get a line of credit when you need it. You get it when you don't need it, actually, right? And your network is like that. You go do that now when business feels good. So here's how you do that. You identify 3 to 5 people that you want to have join the network. The first thing I would say is this. You have to make a decision. And again, whether that decision is not to join with Tracy, that's okay, but you've got to make a decision to join and be a part of it and commit to it. Then once you've made that decision, then you go out and invite others. And I'll tell you why that's so key. And I know that's bold. You just met me, you don't know me, but I'll tell you why that's really important. Because when I've seen groups struggle to launch, it's because the core group, this group, isn't committed. They're like, well, I'm going to go see if I can get 3 or 4 people first. That is an absolute mistake. It doesn't work. And so my commitment to you is, if you guys join and you say, I'm ready to go and I'll lock arms with Tracy and here we go, then what will happen is it's called, you know, it's like that reticular activating system. You're going to be focused on who you need, and you guys will strategize together. What I would say is make a list of 3 to 5 people that you know could either add to your business or you could add to theirs. And it's literally this simple. You just reach out to them. You can do a video like Tracy did, or you just reach out and you simply say this: hey, I'm part of a local networking organization that's looking to expand and grow, and we have qualified referrals that we need to send somebody in your industry. Are you interested in being that person who receives those? That's it. That's it. And then if they say yes, great. We meet on Fridays at, I think it's 9 a.m. Pacific time. Here's the Zoom link. Well, but what is it? How much is it? You know, it's like taking you through a model home. Unless I walk you through it, it's hard to describe the blueprint. Why don't you just join us on Friday and I'll introduce you to a bunch of business owners? It's, guys, I promise, like we have thousands of people. We've done this for over 10 years. It's really that simple. Is that helpful, Tracy?
Yes. And I think the goal after this call is to keep it consistent with Fridays at 9. Is next Friday, you know, I'll set up another Eventbrite, just because we want to be able to invite people again that we know, and then a Zoom, and then of course all of you to join it. And then if you do have those people to kind of think about over the weekend or as you meet them, let's try to get them on the next call, which would be on the 20th, right at 9 a.m. And then this way we can kind of take them through, you know, the same type of, do we do the same type of call with the next group of people? So like, are the people on the call now, do they hear it for a second time, or like what does that look like, kind of that next step?
Such an awesome question. Can I take this, Kristen?
Yeah, go for it.
So yes, you will, until you guys get to 15 people, which will take just a couple of weeks when people start joining. Now, first of all, there's nothing wrong with hearing it 2 or 3 times, because you kind of like, it's probably a lot of information. I just know through experience, people are like, oh yeah, that's cool, I forgot that. And they're like, why didn't I know that the first time? It's like, well, we've said it for 2 weeks, it's too much information to take in. So yes, a little bit different, like the training tidbit might be different. There might be a few differences that we'll go through. But yes, until we get to 15, once we're at 15, just to lay it and not go too far down the path, but once we're at 15, we can officially be awarded the chapter and we can launch. And we go through a 5-week training program as a chapter on how to actually run the group. And then we're off and running. So now it'll be running in those 5 weeks, but the agenda is structured to learn the process of how to grow the group and how to run it and all that kind of stuff.
Perfect. Well, I know we're hitting 10. Does anybody have any last questions for Chaz or anybody in the group?
No, but I just wanted to say thank you, Tracy, for the invite. I feel like this is so exciting. And the really cool thing about San Diego, I feel, is like there's so many people here that start small businesses that always lead to something really great. And I just feel like this is the land of opportunity. You know, it's a place where it's like really ever growing, and it's just really exciting. And I really appreciate you inviting me today.
It's awesome.
Oh.
Well, let me just add this, and we'll end on time, Tracy, if I can, because we start on time and end on time. And I'll tell you what, I'll stay on if anyone has a question, but that way we can end, and those who have to go plan for an hour, etc. But just really quick, when you join, let Tracy know, because then she'll know what category is taken. So we don't invite people in your category. That's really important, because that does happen on occasion, and you don't want anyway. So love that. But I'll stay on, Tracy, if that's okay. So
yeah, I will.
Additional questions.
Yeah. So anybody that wants to jump off, you know, feel free. We're going to respect your time. But if you want to
Hi,
stay on and
Elizabeth.
ask questions,
Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome to.
Nice to meet you, Elizabeth.
You too. Bye-bye.
So is there only one chapter in each area?
No, so we have, I want to say, so I'm going to use McKinney, Texas as an example. So Master Networks is based in Dallas, Texas. We have, is it 5 or 6 chapters in McKinney? I can't remember.
At least 5 or 6. I mean, just in the North Dallas suburbs, we probably have 35 chapters.
Yeah. Yeah. So we think more in abundance and contribution. And so it actually is super helpful when you have chapters in surrounding cities or a few chapters in one city or area, because you'll have the people in your chapter that you network with and you refer to, and they refer to you as well. But then it's good to have people in surrounding cities, because maybe they don't have somebody that does what you do in their chapter, or they don't want to travel, or, you know, maybe there's someone in northern San Diego and someone in southern San Diego, and they don't want to travel to do, you know, real estate transactions or something. They can pass that referral to you, that type of thing. So
yeah, Lynette, are you a real estate agent?
Yeah.
Okay, so can I give you a really cool hack to like blow up your business?
Sure.
And I'll do this for anybody if you want. Like this will be relative to.
So I'm Krista's student. That's how I met you in Dallas.
Oh yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
So here's what I would do, and I say this, and not many people follow this, but this is what I would do. And I came from 11 years in the real estate industry, so okay. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to get very myopic. You're going to get focused on the chapter, which is awesome, and you should, because you got to grow it. That's one avenue. But that's like, now I've got my chapter going and I'm working on building relationships. And also I step back out and I realize I'm part of a network of over 3,600 people. I would get in the hub, I would get on Workplace, and I would start connecting and communicating with realtors all over the country so that you can get referral fees. Because right now, I think you're one of maybe 2 or 3 total realtors. Krista could probably better answer that, in San Diego. So think about every realtor around the country, probably over 300 of them need to know you're the person to send their referral to in San Diego.
Yeah. Okay.
And
yeah,
again, Ben, I don't know what you do. Jeff, I don't know what you do. And
Tamar.
Tamar's
Tamar's a medical esthetician.
Oh,
And
awesome.
Jeff is a photographer, videographer. And Ben is a financial planner and specializes also with military. And I've worked with all of these people. So Ben is my financial planner. Jeff is my marketing video guy. Tamar waxes me on a regular basis. Lynette's a real estate agent that I partner with. So we all have like that connection. Yeah.
And I like my other focus in addition to real estate, not to sound salesy in any way, but sorry about that, is agent attraction. Obviously, like everything I'm learning from Krista's program and just trying to teach other people what I'm doing from a marketing perspective. And obviously Tracy can speak to this as well. So just bringing people into my organization as well.
Yep.
And getting people over to EXP from other
300 plus realtors in our system, loan officers.
And it's honestly too, like with Jeff, I was just talking to him yesterday in our video shoot, telling him that we're going to do a video of Tamar and her new business. She just started her own business and is a new entrepreneur. So we're going to do a community market video, you know, with Jeff and me to promote Tamar. So that's kind of how this all is going to work, you know, where we all work together and help each other build and grow our businesses. And it's so exciting to me.
Jeff, when you get in, you're going to get access to the hub. You should look up a few people, look up all the videographers and photographers, but there's a couple I would connect you with, like Lene Renstrom and a few others. They started their company, their business fresh in Master Networks and have blown up. So like, there's some great people to just pick their brain and say, how did you use the network to grow your company, your business, et cetera, that kind of thing.
Okay, awesome.
So given that Jeff is a videographer, like, does that mean there's no other seat? Like I have for example, a photographer that I use for my listings and whatnot. I think that Jeff and this guy could probably make some really good connections. Would there be like I don't know videography and photography well enough to be able, like maybe Jeff is in as a videographer and this guy comes in as a photographer. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that a possibility?
Yeah, absolutely. Here's what I will say. So we have over 640 categories in Master Networks that you can take that seat. Here's what I'll say, Jeff, when you're in this chapter meeting, you just focus on videography. And then your person, Lynette, can come in and join as a photographer, and he just focuses on photography while you're in the chapter meeting. But when Jeff's out talking to other people about his business, he can absolutely talk about both. But just in this chapter meeting, they just kind of focus on what they specialize in.
Or whichever one, Jeff.
Right, yeah.
Makes the most. But I'll tell you, again, that's where I would talk to like Lene and others, because they started to get really laser focused on the best opportunity for them, and the synergies and referrals that are happening within people they thought might be their competitors has been amazing.
Yeah.
Ben, absolutely. You got a question?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Ben. I had a question for you, Chaz. Down the road, would you and/or Kristen mind connecting me with some other financial advisors in different states that have been successful growing their business through Master Networks?
Yeah.
Are you with a large company or are you in an independent?
I work at Edward Jones.
Oh, Edward Jones is probably the biggest supporter of Master Networks. I bet we have probably near 100 Edward Jones people in Master Networks. So when you get access to the hub, which you probably didn't talk about much today, but it's our membership portal, you'll be able to search all the members throughout the country. And you could just literally go financial planner. You'll see all Edward Jones people that are coming up. Okay. Edward Jones should just write us a check for like $300,000 a year, because we have so many people that.
Oh, Tracy, you're on mute.
Sorry. So this is
read my mind.
This is what you'll have access to. Yeah. So you could see here, you could, where we were talking about it, you can go categories, and you could just see that so many categories, right, within Master Networks.
Yeah,
and then you could see positions, right, what their positions are. And then here's all of the contact information. This is how you can actually send referrals to people in different networks. You could do, I don't know what face-to-face is. Is that where you just have a face-to-face like Zoom or something with someone?
Yeah, so that's where we practice bond and we get to know each other, and we do a face-to-face either in person or there, and then you just record that face-to-face right there.
Okay. And then so in a category like Ben, right, for financial planner, I'm assuming, what do you go to, like financial services?
Yeah, so go to financial.
Right there, planner, like 3UP.
3UP, yeah, planner.
And then just hit search.
That's not going to come up with as many. Go back to financial and go. The 3UP from that was planner.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so here, Ben, it's listing for you, right, where they're located, their region, their chapter. And you can see as I continue to scroll down.
Okay.
But here's a really interesting thing though. Okay, so look at that Jacob right there in the middle.
Oh yeah,
Edward Jones, he's in Dakotas. But here's the thing, look how many people have not even put their website in. Like, you're missing the opportunity for people to connect. Look at how many people don't do that. We tell them all the time, like, put your website in there. People need to find you. They need to search you. They need to be able to look up your information.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. Any other questions while we have Chaz? Tamar, anything? Any inspiration for growing your new business?
No, I feel like this is so exciting, to be honest. And I'm really curious about how many people in my field specifically, especially for me, I feel like, you know, it's kind of like once you start a business, all of a sudden your mind turns into this explosive entrepreneur mindset. And now you have all of these ideas. That's kind of where I'm at right now. And I feel like I'm in this space for the time being. And I really want to grow this business that I did start, but I definitely have a 5-year plan to get to a specific point that I want to. And I just feel like there's so much opportunity with all of this and so many different people I can connect with in every way. So that's super exciting. And I'm just very curious as to how many people in this area is in the same field as I am or close to it.
When you get in, I would just search the hub and start connecting and looking for people that have similar. So yeah,
you know what I love too, being in San Diego is, I mean, people come here, right? They come here on vacations. They come here to live. They come here to retire. Everybody knows San Diego, right? So we're a really good place to build referrals through this system, through other states, and get the message out there. And for me, it's, you know, just shooting one video, you know, saying what you do, saying you're in San Diego, saying what you specialize in, that you're a part of Master Networks, and you're so excited to reach out to all of the other members and you know, refer back and forth, and then just go into the hub and you have phone numbers, right? And do a video text message and just get it out there and take maybe an hour in a day for people outside of your field or that are relative to your field. And I mean, right then and there, you're building a group of people.
Tracy, are you in Workplace yet?
I'm not. We've had a little bit of a problem getting me in there. I don't know why, but no.
Because once you're in there, you can create a group and you can add value. Like, I'll tell you the best way to do it is go in and add nuggets of value to people, and you'll start, like, you could be Master Networks famous. I mean, I don't know, I just coined that phrase right now, but you could be Master Networks famous because you just get into Workplace and start adding value. There's a few people that are really starting to do that and they understand it. And it's just wide open right now. I mean, thousands of people there that are constant. It's our own social media ecosystem, right? It's our own. So we've pushed everything out. We don't need pictures of what people are eating or their cats or all that fun stuff that we do. This is like just business, just Master Networks, and how we support each other.
Can you remind me again,
Oh, you muted.
You were giving me advice about what to do. So go into the group, join the group, and then what were you saying about reaching out, just building the referral?
Yeah, I would build so I would start contacting all the realtors in there, and I would go into Workplace and I'd go in the hub and I would just start letting people know, hey, I'm your San Diego connection. Like Kristen talked about McKinney. There's a realtor here. I mean, again, we've got 35 plus chapters here, but she did that. She started communicating. She's visible in Master Networks on the platforms, connecting, adding value. So every North Texas referral, guess who gets it? She does. And she's probably closed 8 or 10 deals in the last 2 or 3 years of other realtors in Master Networks sending their clients to North Texas, and she gets them. Sorry, you're muted.
You're muted again.
I do that because my phone just rings off the hook and I don't want to be a disturbance. So I have it open on my other tab. If we register today, do I have access then right away to that Workplace?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, you'll get an email. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Jeff. I was just gonna say, you'll get an email on how to register and log into the hub, the Master Networks University, Workplace, all of those things. So sign in, register, and then just hit the ground running.
And just out of curiosity, really quick, because video is so huge in our coaching program, can you do video on Workplace in the hub, or like you can put a video out there to introduce yourself to other people?
On Workplace, not in the hub yet. We're working on that development, but in Workplace, you certainly can. It's just like Facebook. If you know how to use Facebook, you'll know how to use Workplace.
So I'm guessing that Workplace is kind of similar to the Workplace I have with EXP.
Yes.
Which is kind of, it has the same look and feel of Facebook, but it's
Facebook owns it. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, perfect. Thank you. And
You're
happy
welcome.
Friday.
Yes. Well, let's do it, San Diego. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's get with Tracy. Let's get signed up, and so that she knows you're on board and who we're inviting and who we're not. Once, Tracy, my point was, once you get in the Workplace, you guys should create a group and you can communicate with each other like, hey, Ben's in, so financial planning is locked up. And here's who I invited that's agreed to come next week, because as you do that, you'll know like, hey, I got a chiropractor, I got this, like that's super helpful as a group.
Awesome. And then just so you guys know, I recorded this Zoom. So if you want to use this as leverage to people that you want to invite, right, and share it with them, just let me know and I can send you the link, because it's maybe good for them to kind of see like bits and pieces, right? Instead of maybe you not knowing how to explain exactly what the benefits are. So just reach out to me. I'm going to email everybody on the call with the next call for next Friday at 9. And then I'll create a new Eventbrite link that you could also share with people through text message or through email, post it on your social media. It's also a good way for me. I use this to also get my name and my business out there. We've gotten, I think, about 12,000 views on the video that I created for this call, right? So that's 12,000 people that saw that I do mortgage loans without even talking about mortgage loans. So you're using this as kind of like a community video, right, of building and growing, where in the background they see Tracy Schmidt, mortgage lender. And so that's what I hope all of you do and take advantage of.
Awesome. Good work.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Tracy, can you hang for like 60 seconds? I have a thought for you.
Okay, awesome.
Awesome. See you guys. Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Nice to meet you.
Bye, Jeff.
Bye.
Do you want me to stay or do you want me to go?
You might want to not record.
Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on. How do I, okay, here we go.